We do begin with breaking news. The 911 call just released in the sudden death of NASCAR legend Kyle Busch at the age of 41. Now, it comes just days before he was expected to compete in the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, and almost a week after his Truck Series win in Delaware. NewsNation correspondent Mills Hayes is live for us from Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, Mills, what are we learning from this 911 call?
Hi, Nicole. Well, Kyle Busch's death has really shaken the NASCAR community here. I mean, he was only 41 years old, and just a week ago, he won a race. But we did hear more information about exactly what happened yesterday, because he was supposed to race in a Truck Series race tonight and then at the Coca-Cola 600 on Sunday. But yesterday, his family put out a statement saying that he would not be competing any longer. And ultimately, a few hours later, he was announced dead. And we did hear this new 911 call where it shows a man calling for an ambulance without any sirens to come to the GM Technical Center, which is where NASCAR drivers will go and prepare for the race by using a simulator. Take a listen to that 911.
And tell me exactly what's happened.
I've got an individual that's shortness of breath, very hot, thinks he's going to pass out, and is producing a little bit of blood, coughing up some blood.
And the AP is reporting that he ultimately became unresponsive during that incident, and he was taken to the hospital. But just 2 weeks ago, almost, in New York, he was driving, and as he was ending that race, he asked for a doctor to come and to get a shot there. But we aren't sure if these two incidents are connected at the moment. We still don't know the exact cause of Kyle Busch's death yet, but what is so stunning about this is that a week ago from today, he won a NASCAR Truck Series race in Dover, Delaware. He was asked by reporters why these moments never get old, and he shared that you never know when your last one is going to be, so cherish them all. And of course, at the time, he didn't know that that was going to be one of his last races, but he is expected to be a Hall of Famer. He won the NASCAR Cup Series championship twice, and in 2015, he won that after missing 11 races because of a broken leg. And he is considered, as we said, a future Hall of Famer. He has the most wins across NASCAR's top racing series than any other driver. He was nicknamed Rowdy, which is a nod to a villain from a movie, for his aggressive and sometimes controversial moves on and off the racetrack. And we spoke with some people in the NASCAR community about his legacy. Take a listen.
Kyle Busch was never happy with just finishing in the top 10 or finishing in the top 5. If he was second, he was upset. But it was upset in a good way, and I think that's why fans just gravitated to him a lot. They appreciated him a lot. And if he didn't like what was happening on the track, he'd let the other drivers know about it.
And that gentleman that we spoke with also said that Kyle Busch is known for not just what he did on the racetrack, but also for how he gave back to the community. He and his wife actually started a nonprofit to help other families who are struggling to get pregnant and to start a family. He's originally from Las Vegas, and he, of course, leaves behind his wife as well as 2 young children. But the NASCAR community, they have really been hit hard in the last year. We know, of course, that Greg Biffle and his family tragically died in that private plane crash back in December. So really, the NASCAR community has been shaken by a lot of these sudden deaths here. Nicole?
Absolutely. All right. Mills Hayes live for us there in Charlotte. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.